to see you, beautiful girl.
Good to see you too. Oh my
Likewise. One of the daughters, one of the children, because she has brothers too, of the late John Daniel Singleton, who remains to date still the youngest director ever nominated for an Academy Award for Boys in the Hood. And we're here tonight closing out his opus, Snowfall, in season 6. How are you?
I am great.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, it's over. You know, I've been on it for 3 seasons and so much has changed and it's finally over.
Because you've been working behind the camera, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, no, I started in the locations department, just PAing in the office, you know, like it was good to see what's going on in production. And then I went on set. And that is a whole different world, you know. Like I started working in the camera department, been in the camera department for 2 years, just doing utility work, and I'm just moving my way up. I learned a lot of camera operating from the camera operators.
What's the most fascinating technique you've learned?
The technique, I believe, would just be like, the wheels on the Ronin. They have like an actual remote where they have 3 nodules, like I guess just wheels you can spin, and it's like pan, tilt, and roll. So you're able to move the gimbal for the camera away, like not actually being on it, but like it's connected wirelessly. Yeah, it's beautiful. Honestly, I like learning the technique from, yeah.
So what has this experience taught you about yourself?
It taught myself that I'm eager and I'm driven, and I'm just on to the next.
You were
thing.
coming to New York for school.
I was
waiting for you, girl.
I was, and then my dad died, and a lot of stuff just got real. Honestly, yeah.
I lost my father too.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
2 years after John.
I'm sorry.
So, I get it. You don't ever have to explain it to me.
Yeah.
How do you inspire young talent, to stay encouraged? Right.
Yeah, I mean, just honestly, like my dad would say, just do it and fuck them all and just do what you want.
This is John's baby because she dropped that F-bomb.
Yeah.
Fuck them all. Fuck them all. He would definitely say.
Yeah.
Get out there and do that work.
Yeah.
Do that work.
Do what you love.
So what's next, like, for you? Like, what are you working on, like, outside of?
I mean, I'm working on, my own writing and
writing every day.
Yeah, every day, and I'm also probably gonna just be working on more shows. Just.
I love that.
Like.
You're brilliant.
Grinding.
You're brilliant. You're brilliant.
Yeah.
And you have amazing courage. I'll never forget one of the conversations you and I had about me being more supportive and having more of an allyship to LGBTQ. And I came out today, I'm like, I'm going to see Selena Soul. She's going to see me in my colors, supporting, being an ally.
Yes.
And I want to thank you for that because I started to fortify more relationships. I interviewed Laverne Cox, Nico Anand. I did that for you. I'm like, I got to do more.
I love Nico. Yeah, I actually got to meet Nico on set.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was like so cool for me, honestly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the new hair until you grew it out.
Oh yeah, I did. I
Cut it back on?
I don't know. I don't know.
You might. So let me ask you something. How are you taking care of you?
How am I taking care of me?
Yeah, like how are you? What's your self-care?
I go on walks. Okay. I go like to the park. It's like an hour. No, sorry. It's like an hour walk to the park. I walk. I have a dog too, and my dog is a strong dog. It's very strong. I have a Belgian Malinois, so I have to get her exercise, and I exercise myself doing it. Play tennis.
Oh, I love it.
Go on runs.
I love that.
Try to eat good. Sometimes eat
you're young, so you got a little bit. You got a little bit, not too much. Yeah, a little bit. Well, I'm so proud of you. You're such a light, so radiant, and so good to see you out here today because I know what this moment can be.
It's good to see you too.
Oh, thank you so much, baby. I miss you guys. Girl, I feel like we need to to turn the camera off and just have tea.
I know.
Because I've been with you guys since the infancy.
Yes, since the beginning.
I promise myself, do not get emotional tonight.
Cry,
Don't do
cry,
it.
You start crying, I'm gonna be crying. No.
Do it, but I just want to say congratulations on just the evolution of Aunt Louie.
Thank you.
I looked back at some of our old interviews, that one and one of the ones in New York. I was like, get her together. Get her together. You know, because I have to, you know, I'm for the antagonist and I'm all this woman power. Like, just forget about the why, but for me, it's the woman power.
Yeah.
It's you or Aunt Louie standing in her skin. You know, let's just talk a little bit about that. And you have a little girl and, you know, what that means.
I mean, I feel so privileged to be able to play a character that it is impossible to play in fear. Impossible to play Louie scared. You can't do it. I tried, believe me, and it is impossible. So how powerful is that in my own life to feel myself standing in the power of this character and to take things that I'm learning from her and apply that to my life? Say what you want. Say what you don't want. Go get it. I mean, I've learned so much.
Say something. Season 5, I forget what episode it was, where Aunt Louie says, "Well, that may not be our dream. That's your dream. That's your dream. That's not my dream
That's
over
right.
here."
That's right.
You know, so there's so many. You've gained such a massive following now and over the years. You know, 6 years. It's a long time.
That's right.
Family's growing.
Growing, honey.
You know, family's growing. It's like so much has changed in culture just overall, and people are feeling disconnected, you know, disenfranchised, all the disses you can possibly think of. You know, can you speak a little bit of inspiration, you know, to anyone who may be having a difficult right time staying the course in the craft, right? Because they see these moments and they're like, God, you know, Angela's doing it, but that's Angela. That's never going to happen to me, you know.
I think one thing about social media and the internet is that we have this need for instant gratification, instant satisfaction, right? But things don't happen overnight. I've been at this thing for a long time. I remember
went to Cass.
right.
Okay.
Stand
Who
up.
else went to Cass? Diana Ross went to Cass.
Lily Tomlin went to Cass.
Nico and I.
Yes,
Good boy.
Nico, Anna, Joel Steingold. Oh gosh, she gonna kill me.
Oh, your bestie?
WWU on MLK.
Listen.
Her name. Oh my God.
It's okay. And it's not. But it's all in love.
Yes,
It's all
we
in
can.
love. But
Yes,
we're talking
honey.
about preparing.
So I remember 10 years in, crying to my mother on the phone, like, it's not happening. And she said, well, did you think it was going to happen overnight? And I said, well, not overnight, but not 10 years. And that was 10, and I still had a long way to go before I even got here. So it does not happen overnight. You have to stay the course. You have to do your work. You have to put in the time, put in the grind, and be grateful for where you are, for what you have, for what you're doing, for what you're giving. You're giving a part of yourself to the world. This is your gift. You know what I mean? So stay the course. And know that everything that you're experiencing is pouring into your life story, and that will come out in your craft too.
I love that. Everything, you hear what she said, everything you're experiencing will come out in your craft.
That's right.
I love that.
Yeah.
You look amazing. Baby number 2. Baby number 2. It's baby number 2 season. Rihanna, baby number 2.
I know.
You, baby number 2. It's a few others I can't think of right now. So when is the baby 2?
July, end of July.
Oh, it's going to be a Leo like me.
Yes,
Woo-hoo!
yes.
Oh, that baby. Oh, big sister better get it together.
That's right. She's ready. She be like, I'm gonna be a big sister. She kisses the the belly. She's so sweet.
I love it. Your family is so beautiful to see too on social. Beautiful black love is so important. I'll take this one personally, just because I've been here from the very beginning, you guys. You don't know. The critics were a little fugazi and a little shady with Snowfall in the beginning. And now look, so to be here in this moment with this cast it's everything for me. And just thank you for allowing me to be a part of their journey. Love you. My girl. Like, what do you think that you could attribute the longevity to? I'm good. It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. Oh my goodness. Y'all know how I feel about Michael. It feels like an eternity since we've been able to speak like this and just be like this. Congratulations on season 6. Because I've been with these guys since its infancy.
That's right.
Since season 1 at the New York City premiere in 2017. And here we are.
That's right.
This is John's opus. This is the opus. We won't get any more work from the king, but his legacy is solid. How are you feeling tonight about all of this?
You know what? I'm feeling love.
You should.
I'm feeling a lot of love. I'm feeling a great deal of peace. Sissy has spoken. You feel me?
Yeah.
Sissy has said what she wanted to say. And it's okay to allow her to be.
Sissy always gives me a scene. She always gives me something that just kind of lingers. And in season 5, during the wedding, and you say to your son, you're waiting for white America, in a sense, to approve you, and that's never going to happen. Like, my jaw dropped, because I think for so many of us, we're always looking for that validation. Can you speak a little bit to that?
I think 99.9% of the African people in this country and in the Western world can speak to that, right? The sometimes unconscious, systemic oppression is deep, so that many times we don't even understand what's going on, yeah? But we spend so much of our time trying to assimilate, trying to get the job, trying to be like them, be down like them, so that we can exist, so that we can feel validated, so that we can, and it is incredibly oppressive. It is incredibly distressing. I speak for myself. It is a journey of, then who am I? To be able to let that go and allow yourself to exist in your own space. Woo! And embrace the value of that.
I knew you were going to give me something. To let that go
is incredibly empowering.
I love that. It's been amazing to watch how cohesive the cast has grown, like season after season. The cast becomes more and more and more cohesive. What is that, what is that about? How do you think that was able to happen?
Oh, well, it has always been, well, that was John. Those first 3 years of the Presto.
Michael, we watch television for a living, and I'm like, that ain't a tight cast. That's not a cast that is working in concert for the greater good of the project. The cast of Snowfall works for the greater good of the project.
Yeah, and I, like that was John. I mean, John brought the unity. John brought, and because maybe because we have seen so much of his work and we trust him,
This was more than just a job. All of us knew that. We were here to tell a story, our story. And simply because of that, we were connected, we were committed, we were connected to each other.
Yeah.
There was a family that was immediate, especially coming from the industry that we come from, that we live in. When we get an opportunity for 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 African people to get together and work, what? You know? So it was organic, it was automatic. It's like you're starving for it, you know?
Oh, yeah. And then it's here. And you guys ate it up. And I loved every second of it. And the audience, global audience, loved every second of it. Congratulations, Michael. Continue blessings and success. Enjoy the moment. I don't even want to say what's next because this moment right here is all that matters right now. And I know that I will see more of you anyway. Always good to see you. Always good to see you. Damson, one question. Come on, Damson. One question. Your father, so much needs to happen, man. We got to get caught up. Y'all know this is one of my faves, right? Y'all know I've gone on record a half a dozen times talking about how Leon was my favorite character and how I thought he had the most heart. 'Cause remember, he had to build that boy. He had to build that boy. He was in prison, shaking like a leaf. Leon came through and put that hammer down. Now look at your character.
Now look at my character. Completely different man.
Ooh. What do you have to say about that, though?
I'm just proud. I'm
Yeah.
proud for the trajectory of this character. The fact that he wasn't just one note all this time. He was able to grow and expand his mind. That makes me very proud as an actor to be able to play this kind of character.
Leon, I'm calling you Leon. Season 6, here we are. Like, what are you thinking right now?
It's a lot of...
Because, I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but when you shared with me, I think in season 1 or season 2, and you talked about, like, giving up and how your mom was like, you got to go in for this, you got to apply for this. And now just look, like, what are you thinking, man?
Right now, I'm just so proud and grateful for everyone who's helped me on this journey, you know, because I didn't get here by myself, and I'm not going to progress by myself. So I'm just grateful. Like, this moment is bittersweet, but it's more sweet than anything because this is like a once-in-a-lifetime situation, you know, to be a part of a show that is so well received by everyone. I've had people from all walks of life come up to me talking about how this show has impacted their life. So I'm just grateful for everything.
Because it's history.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's John Singleton, of course.
We miss him every day. Miss him every day. What would you like to say to John, you know, if he were here right now? And I know he's here in spirit, but it's so hard for me to even be on this carpet because I'm so used to seeing him, you know. I'm like, wow, like, he's got to be smiling down like we know he is. Like, what would you want to say?
I would first give him a huge hug and just say thank you. Thank you. Like, I would have to sum everything up in that thank you. Because there's so much I can say to him. There's so much I can, you know, feel like I owe him, you know. But I would just say thank you. Just give him a big old hug.
I love that. My
Yeah.
final question. Your advice to actors who feel like they're tapped out in terms of pushing forward, propelling, because it gets so exhausting, taking all the L's, as young people like to say. You know, speak to staying inspired and encouraged.
It's not easy. It's a journey. We've all been there. Every actor has been to a point where they wanted to give up, and the key is to not give up. I was going to give up right before I got this role. So imagine if I would have did. I wouldn't be here talking to everyone. I wouldn't have been able to share my art with the world.
Yeah.
So just don't give up. Just understand that everything has its ups and downs, and you got to just stick through it. You got to stick through it.
I love that. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations and continued blessings and success. I cannot wait to see the next chapter of your career. I know you're going to blow my mind. I'm going to be right there. They got to wheel me out here. I'm going to be like, Where is he? I raised the boy on the carpet. I raised him up. So good to see you, though. All the best.
Hello.
How are you? Oh, we got a show off over here. I can't speak any Spanish, but congratulations on
Thank you.
being a member and of the cast.
Yeah.
What resonated with you early on when you learned you were going to be a part of Snowfall?
I was living in Spain. I had a different life. So
Wow.
we can say Snowfall changed my life. The last 7 years I had to move here with my family, learn another language because my English still sucks, but now at least I can make an interview with you. And yeah, and moving with my family and my kids and learning a lot about the American industry.
American culture. What has your character taught you about yourself? Because he's pretty intense. I was just laughing and sharing a chuckle with a colleague here about that doggone tiger scene that you guys had in season 5. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Well, you know, I don't watch the show.
Are you serious?
I don't watch my stuff. Now maybe I'm gonna start to watch it because everybody says it's dope. It's dope. You have to watch it. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Now you're really American because you're saying dope. He's saying dope, so he's really American now.
Yeah. Now maybe I'm gonna start to watch it because I don't like myself. You know.
I get that.
Yeah.
I don't like to watch my tapes either, but, you know, sometimes you got to do
watch this interview.
I have to.
Please.
I will.
Okay.
For you.
Okay.
And your
For me.
family.
Okay.
Who
Thank
came from
you.
Spain and got their whole life changed. What is your advice to actors, you know, who want to do what you do, you know, who may have moments where they want to give up, you know? How do you inspire?
Well, to have patience, never give up. Study,
Uh-oh.
and study.
And study. There you
And
go.
make some theater.
Oh, make some theater.
Shakespeare. In
Yeah.
Shakespeare is the clue. Shakespeare is everything. Chekhov and Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, thou knowest the mask of night upon my face.
To be or not to be.
Be or not to be.
That is the question. Whether it's noble in the mind to suffer. Yeah. In French, it's easier in French or in Spanish.
I love it. Thank you so much for
Thank
your time.
you.
One question. Thank you so much. Amen. Congratulations
Thank
on
you, love.
season 6. 6 years
Love
years
you.
of this. What does it mean to you to be here tonight, baby?
It means John Singleton's legacy. It means being with people like yourself that have supported us from day one.
Day one. Thank
Great
you.
journalists,
Thank you.
Great content. John Singleton's legacy.
Oh, thank you so much, baby. Hello.
How you doing?
Welcome to Black in America.
Thank you.
Congratulations on all the success you're having with Snowfall. You know, what's so interesting to me is when you refer to John Singleton's Instagram, his social media, the last photo is a photo of you. You know, what does it mean to you to have been tapped to be a part of Snowfall, knowing that it's the last project that we'll ever see of him?
Well, I'm never. It's like I've been saying. It's an absolute blessing. You know what I mean? For John to have seen something in me and allowed me the opportunity to read for this part and to get it is a blessing. And I'm thankful for it, and I thank God for John and everything he's done, because everything he touched turned to platinum. So, you know, I'm just grateful to be a part of it.
I like that. Love that. You know, so what's your advice to younger actors who want to come into the game? Like, if you can give them any sage, you know, what would that be in terms of how to navigate your career?
Make sure it's something you want to do. If you don't have a passion for something, regardless of what it is, I don't think it'll come to fruition. You won't be having fun and living life and earning and be building a legacy if you doing something you don't want to do. It'll be like a hard job or torment going to work. It's a blessing for me to go to work. I love going to work. I don't never want to stop working.
I love that. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations and continued blessing. here. Get in here. Black Diamond. First of all, her name's not Black Diamond. That's her character's name on Snowfall. Her name is Christine. So let's just talk about being tapped to be part of John Singleton's legacy. Snowfall, the absolute last project in his body of work, in his canon. It's just jaw-dropping.
An honor, grateful, so excited to be a part of this legacy. Third season as Black Diamond, and I audition for this show every season.
Woo! Talk about like staying the course.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just been a blast working with Damson, working with this amazing cast and crew. It's been epic going on this journey. I feel like I was just telling my publicist, like, this is like a cult classic. This is a show people are going to watch 10 years from now, 15 years from now, and be totally engrossed.
I remember saying in season 1, I said, this show is going to go down in history.
Absolutely. It is. It is.
And it was interesting because it was like a slow crawl with some critics, you know how that goes. I'm like, they ain't the right critics.
Right.
Wait till it land. Wait till it land. Wait until it really lands.
And then people will get on the boat. Better late than never. It's okay. They'll come around.
You know what? Let's just talk about your own journey, right? You know, let's give some inspiration to younger actors, you know, who look up to you, follow you on social media, see all these amazing things that are happening. Of course, that can only happen to her.
Oh, not at all.
Right. Look, that won't happen to me.
I'm a girl from the Bronx, West Indian, got Jamaican and Bermudian blood running through me. And I just had a girl with a dream, just never giving up, believing in myself and having unshakable faith, knowing that I was meant for this and not letting tons of no's. But I knew what I was gifted with, so I didn't give up.
Christine, what is a day in a life like for you when you're coming home from set? Because those days are quite long, 12 to 14 hour days. How do you decompress? You know what I mean? How do you leave it all on set and get back to you?
I light a candle, play some good music, something that reminds me of me. Because when I'm getting in character, I'm playing the theme music of my character. And Black Diamond on Snowfall, she's a little hardcore. So no, really just having a bubble bath, decompressing and remembering, who I am, and just shaking it off and get ready to do it the next day.
I love that. Let's talk about the skincare regimen real quick. See, you guys don't see what I see, right? Every pore is tight. The pores are closed. And she has makeup on, but it's not like that pancakey 1960s stuff.
No.
You can see the skin. You can see the skin. So let's just talk about the skincare regimen.
Water.
From the inside.
Hydrating, I mean, honestly, truly, I don't do a lot. Grapeseed oil, natural products, shea butter, grapeseed oil, just keep it very simple. And washing your face every day, truly.
Not makeup
sleeping, your makeup.
I don't do that either. I don't play that.
No.
I'm like, I look like a 12-year-old boy when these lashes come off, but that's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gotta be. No, because so many people, I'm always baffled when I'm doing interviews and I'll hear someone say, oh yeah, if I have to get up the next day and, do a show, I'll sleep in it. I'm like, ooh, no. But anyway, Christine, it's always a pleasure to see you. So good seeing you. Thank you so much. Thank you. One life to live.
Yes. Amen.
One life to live. So I show up every time. Always good to see you. God bless you, babes. Gail, who are you wearing?
Thank you. I am wearing Alex Perry.
Oh, Alex Perry. And look, Tiffany Blue.
Thank you. And I got on real diamonds.
You know what? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Likewise, she had to go. You guys, this was an amazing black carpet tonight. John Singleton's opus, Snowfall. Season 6, the season finale. It's a must-see series, guys. I'm so proud of the growth of Snowfall. I've been covering this title since it dropped in 2017. And here we are in season 6, closing it out. And it's been an honor to be a part of this activation, interviewing the cast every single season through the pandemic, with masks, virtual, all of that. To be back on the carpet with them is bittersweet because, of course, the fearless leader, John Singleton, is not here. We lost him a few years ago when he suffered a stroke, but he's here in spirit, and I know he's smiling down. Stay tuned to my coverage because it is absolutely amazing. I have Angela Lewis, who plays the incomparable Aunt Louie on Snowfall, giving us girl power. Whether you like the root of it, but the bottom line, a woman asserting herself is a big thing, and it was still a very big thing in the 80s. So thank you so much for tuning in. You're watching Tanisha Laverne Grant for BlackInAmerica.com.